Hey guys, hope everybody's doing well today. Hope everybody's staying safe out there. And I bought these mufflers myself. No, Thrush Welded mufflers did not sponsor me in this video. So I bought them myself. They're, like I said, Thrush Welded. They're 2.5 inch inlet and 2.5 inch outlet. And that's the measurements there. And that's the part number. I assume that's the part number anyway. But yeah, I just thought it would be a good idea to get some type of a exhaust on there before I fire it up. So I decided to get these, and I went to Dan's Muffler, and Richard Rayner got me a piece of 2.5 inch exhaust pipe, which was great. And thank you very much. Huge shout out to Dan's Muffler. That's the exhaust pipe there that he got me. And basically what I'm doing is I'm just trying to get this tacked up so that when I bring it into him, he can finish up the welds underneath. That there is a pipe expander, and it works. You just tighten it up and it's supposed to expand the pipe. But you know what? They're junk. They don't work very well at all. I would not recommend buying one of them. I think if I was going to get any, I would buy the little hydraulic ones. Would work much better. But yeah, I bought all these 2.5 inch pipe bends at Canadian Tire, and I bought, I think, a 90 that you can see there, and I think I got a 45 on that and a 20 degree up towards the end, and that got me over to the other side of the truck pretty easily. And I think I had bought another 20 degree that I didn't end up using, and I think I got another 45 for the other side. So yeah. The Thrush Welded mufflers, I had put one on my other truck, my other LS swap. I had a Thrush Welded on it, and I really liked the sound of it. It wasn't too loud at all. Now this one, I suspect it's going to be a little louder because there's no cats on this, or at least not yet. I may put cats on it later on, but for the time being, just to get it running, not going to bother with cats right now. But yeah, you can see all the clearances look pretty good there. Now that one that's coming right down alongside of the transmission, it's very close to the transmission, and I do something later on to rectify that. I change it so it comes out a little further from the transmission. I actually get it out a couple inches from the transmission, which is great. That's lots of clearance. So that's roughly where they're going to sit, something like that going back. Now I'm just taking out the back one here. And now I'm just taking the muffler hanger off of the back there. That's just a rubber hanger that just supports the exhaust system, and it came off quite easy with a pry bar, as you could see. And now I'm just going to cut the tailpipe off of the muffler because I don't need that there anymore. I could have left this in place and hooked it up to the exhaust system I'm doing now, but I just decided to take them out for the time being because I'd rather have two brand new exhaust pipes going up over that rear axle, and this one is just in fair shape. I'd say another few years of driving and that thing's going to be rusted off there anyway, so I figured I may as well cut it off, take it out of there, and then when I bring it into Dan's muffler to get the exhaust welded up, all the joints that I tacked, I may get him to add tailpipes to it then. Just kind of depends how loud it is, but if it's too loud, I'll put the tailpipes on and that'll quiet it down quite a bit. It won't be so loud then, but it may not be anyway. I don't know, and I won't know until I get it running, so which should be very soon. I can't wait. I'm just what am I doing now? Oh yeah, I'm trying to get the fuel pump hooked up. Once I do that, I should be able to fire it, and then I'll do a video on the wiring, which I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for, but it is coming, trust me. Just be patient. It's coming. So here I'm just starting to tack up the joints on this exhaust pipe, and basically all I'm doing is I'm putting it all in place, and I'm going to tack it in a couple of places so it doesn't move, and then I'll take the whole thing down off of the exhaust header and I'll put it on the bench and I'll weld it up on the bench. A lot easier to weld on the bench than it is underneath the truck. So, and again, that's why I'm tacking up most of this exhaust, because when I bring it into Dan's muffler, he can actually get in underneath it easily and get around all the pipes and everything easily. A lot easier than I can. So that's mainly why I'm just tacking most of it up. The only ones I'm welding up solid are the ones that are going up to the headers, because they'll be hard for him to get to, but that's it. The rest of it I'll just tack it up. So that exhaust pipe you see coming down there right along the side of the transmission, for me that was way too close to the transmission. There was only maybe an inch of space there between the exhaust pipe and the transmission. So what I ended up doing is I took the whole thing off, that piece there, and I cut it and I welded it back together on a bit of an angle. So what it does is it tips the exhaust out quite a bit from coming down right alongside the transmission. It actually gave me a good 2.5 inches of space when I did that, so it was a lot better. And here I'm just welding up that's the 90 degree. I'm just welding up that coupling on the bench. It'll just make it a lot easier for the muffler shop when they come in to weld it up. They won't have to worry about those joints at all. And this stuff here is just some wax and grease remover. It's basically just the same stuff I wipe down a panel with before I'm going to paint it. But what this is doing is getting any oil or grease off of the pipe, because there is a fine little bit of oil on that pipe from the factory. It just keeps it from rusting. So it helps a lot to wipe that all off first before you start welding. Makes a much better job. And then I used that's just some metal vice grips is all it is. I just clamped them onto the pipe and used that for my ground, which worked really good. So, and that's all I'm doing, just going around, just tacking, just welding a couple little tacks on each joint all the way back to the exhaust. And like I said, I'll bring it into Dan's muffler in Summerside, and Richard will weld that up for me nice, and that'll be done. And like I said, I'll probably get them to put tailpipes on the truck too, but we'll see how loud it is. I may not have to. It might sound really good just the way it is. I don't know, but we'll wait and see. And here we go at the back of the truck. These are two Thrush Welded mufflers. with 2.5 inch in and 2.5 inch out let. These are what I had on my other LS swap, or I had one of these actually on my other LS swap. My other one didn't have dual exhaust. So this time I thought, why not? Let's put 2 of them up there. So this is basically I'm trying to get the little hanger to line up with the hanger up top. I did put a hanger up in front of them also, but I was kind of feeling that was a lot of weight on that one hanger, so I added another one right here. I just welded it to the muffler and set it up in there on an angle, and put the little rubber support on it, and it seemed to work really good. So, and I welded it in such a way that it was on the muffler too, not on the tip, so that if I do decide to put tailpipes on it, Richard at Dan's Muffler just has to cut my little tack weld off and pull those turn downs out, and then he can continue on with the tailpipe out the back. So I did it that way so it would be easier for him when I take it into him to kind of finish it up. So but yeah, this should quiet the truck down quite a bit, I hope. So, and pretty soon we're going to be starting it. That's going to be the next thing. I just have to figure out the fuel pump, and then we can get it running. Yeah, that's the little hanger there. I just went and put a little bit of oil on it to slide it over that hanger, and I just kind of welded it there on an angle. And yeah, that one was too short, so that's why I didn't use that one. It was too short, the other one. I think this one was a little bit long and the other one was too short, what it was. So I had to go and modify them, or modify it a little bit to make it work. So that's it. That's my DIY dual exhaust system on my 6-liter Colorado LS swap project. Anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. There's going to be more to come, and there is some pictures here of, yeah, this is the finished product. So yeah, it turned out not too bad. Anyway, I hope everybody stays safe out there, and we'll see you on the next video.